We're back. The pandemic may have rocked the world to its core, but as restrictions ease after months of lockdown, season suspension, and racing from home, Formula E will return to the track. This behind closed doors racing extravaganza in Berlin will be an unprecedented finale. 6 races in 9 days on 3 different tracks at the Tempelhof circuit in Germany. Who will be crowned champion on Tempelhof's historic tarmac? With 180 points up for grabs, anyone is mathematically in with a chance. But who are the main contenders? Let's take a look at the top 6 drivers in the standings and rate their chances of conquering Formula E's strangest season. After an impressive junior career in GP2 and a difficult couple of years in Formula 1, Stoffel Vandoorne's debut season in Formula E was a tough introduction in an unreliable car. This season, he grabbed 2 podiums in the opening 2 races to get Mercedes-Benz EQ's journey into Formula E off to a good start. However, disappointing results in Mexico City and Marrakesh have cost him a higher position in the standings, often showing flashes of brilliance that are juxtaposed with occasional avoidable mistakes.
Oh, that was stupid.
He's got the speed, but can he bring home the consistent results needed to fight for the title? He may have topped the table in Formula E's Race at Home challenge, but the real thing is an entirely different ballgame. Lucas di Grassi has raced in endurance championships, GTs, stock cars, GP2, Formula 1, and has competed in every single Formula E race ever held. The 35-year-old is technically minded, relentlessly consistent, and very aggressive on the track, and boasts a portfolio of non-racing obligations off-track, from his role as a UN Environment Ambassador to helming the autonomous racing series RoboRace. Di Grassi is known for his ability to seize a good result even when the odds are against him. While he's not the fastest driver in terms of outright pace, his capacity to get among the points consistently almost always pays off at the end of the season. In his 6th season for Audi Sport App Schaeffler, Di Grassi has secured a 2nd place in Diriyah and suffered only 1 non-points finish. He's accumulated 38 points, the same number as Vandoorne, but he'll need to pull off some solid drives if he wants to move up the order. Di Grassi and Audi have an excellent record at Tempelhof, and the Brazilian was the last driver to win there last season. As a racer known for charging his way up the standings late in the season, Di Grassi will see these last 6 races as an opportunity to turn his middling campaign into a really serious fight for the title. After making the jump from the midfield J-Ox Dragon team to BMW i-Andretti Motorsport this season, Maximilian Gunther became Formula E's youngest ever race winner at the Santiago E-Prix. After hunting down Mitch Evans and sustaining pressure from Antonio Felix da Costa, the young German proved that experience isn't everything in Formula E when he crossed the line in 1st place.
Yes, come on!
But when he's not been on the podium, he's been pointless. Other than his Santiago victory and a 2nd place in Marrakesh, Guenther has finished outside the top 10 in every race. The 22-year-old clearly has the raw pace and level head necessary to win races, but he'll need to string together some solid results on home soil if he wants to be Formula E's latest and youngest champion. Alexander Sims made his debut for BMW i-Andretti Motorsport last season and achieved mixed results. BMW kept him on this term and he rewarded that decision by winning on the opening weekend in Diriyah. The 32-year-old is known for a more pragmatic, less emotional approach to racing than some of his contemporaries, an attitude that has doubtlessly benefited him during the many unlucky moments he's encountered in his short Formula E career. Despite his relaxed demeanour, Sims is capable of some pretty impressive racecraft. In Mexico City, he climbed from 18th on the grid to finish 5th. On the other hand, aggressive driving and a brush with the wall cost him a chance of points in Santiago. In the highly irregular conditions the drivers will be facing in Berlin, will Sims' cool head prevail? His typical bad luck reared its head in the last race in Marrakesh when he became the only driver to retire after his driveshaft failed on the penultimate lap.
Let's drive. Oh my god.
Sims sits in 3rd place, just 2 points ahead of his young teammate. Panasonic Jaguar racing driver Mitch Evans has 3 full seasons of Formula E behind him and is mounting a serious charge for the title in his 4th. Ever since he took 4th place in only his 4th ever race and in one of the slowest cars on the grid, it's been clear that the Kiwi has real racing talent and just needed the right car to convert it into results. Last season he took his maiden win in Rome and was even in with a shot at the championship with back-to-back second places in Bern and New York City. He eventually finished 5th, still an impressive result in a season where consistency was everything. Jaguar have put a lot of faith in Evans and he repaid it again this season with a dominant victory in Mexico City.
Yes, guys!
He now sits 2nd place with a decent gap on either side. His team's early issues have been ironed out and Evans appears to have the machinery and support he needs to target the trophy. Antonio Felix da Costa is a Formula E veteran, having competed in every season and driven for multiple teams. He's been around the block, endured some difficult periods and disappointing results, but now he's finally been given an opportunity to shine with his new team, DS Techeetah. Known for his light-hearted demeanour off-track and his no-nonsense approach on it, da Costa's wealth of experience in the midfield has prepared him well for his championship challenge this season, as proven by his 11-point lead at the top of the standings. It hasn't all been plain sailing though. Antonio's teammate Jean-Eric Vergne is the reigning double champion and one of Formula E's most successful and single-minded drivers, determined to win at all cost. He's had a tough season so far, languishing down in 8th place. Some tense moments together on track have tested the pair's relationship and most likely cost them points.
This guy is smoking like he's not moving out of the way.
Da Costa is chasing his 1st championship, while Vergne targets a 3rd. But the Frenchman has a lot of ground to make up if he wants to close the gap to the top. If they find themselves battling over the same piece of tarmac yet again, it could throw a spanner in Da Costa's plans. Despite a rocky start to the season, 3 consecutive podiums, including a win in the last race in Marrakesh, have put Da Costa in prime position to take the title. He's been waiting a long time for an opportunity like this, and we'll soon see if he can finally become Formula E champion. With so many points still on offer, it'd be foolish to discount some of the lower ranked drivers. Things can change quickly in Formula E and a late surge could propel anyone into contention. Vergne will be happy to prove that he's still top dog at DS Techeetah. Sam Bird won the opening race but has struggled since. Eduardo Mortara and Oliver Rowland have both picked up 4 out of 5 points finishes, and Sebastian Buemi and Andre Lotterer have proven their respective cars are capable of podium finishes. The season is coming to a close, but in terms of races, we're not even halfway there. Will we have another slew of different race winners, or will one driver prove themselves the master of Tempelhof? Who will lift the championship trophy? Join us from the 5th to the 13th of August to find out.